Hello, everyone, and welcome to Daily English Dose. Today, I'm going to tell you 5 things you probably don't want to hear, but absolutely need to. Maybe right now, as you're looking at your phone, you feel lazy, unmotivated, or inadequate. But stop. You're actually not any of those things. In fact, you work much harder than you give yourself credit for. So then why do you still feel like you're falling behind? Why are you not where you want to be yet? Because of some small mistakes you're making without even realizing it. That's why I need you to put everything else aside and focus on what I'm about to tell you. If you watch this video until the very end, you'll feel more inspired, more motivated, and more confident to build the life you've always dreamed of. Are you ready? Let's dive into these 5 truths. 1. You're addicted to instant gratification. Ask yourself honestly, the second you feel bored, why does your hand instantly reach for your phone? Or when a project doesn't give you immediate results, why do you abandon it so quickly? We live in a world where everything is at our fingertips. You can order food with the push of a button, and it will be here in minutes. You can scroll through social media for hours, constantly stimulated by new information. This effortless, instant pleasure has rewired our brains to expect rewards without effort. And this has created an unrealistically short timeline for our goals. You expect to be a successful CEO with a house and a perfect life by the time you're 25. Logically, we know that things take time, yet we constantly look for shortcuts. It's like trying to lose weight. We know we have to eat right and go to the gym, but we still search for easy, painless fixes like pills or surgery. Unfortunately, this addiction to instant gratification is buried deep in your subconscious, and you're unaware of it most of the time. But it's the main reason you always feel stuck and give up when life gets challenging. You don't have the patience to see something through because you've been conditioned to expect results immediately. Not in a year, 2 years, or even 5 years. You need to remember this. At the beginning, you might not see any progress. This is why so many people quit. But actually, every small step is part of an unseen compounding growth. Think of it like a seed growing into a tree. At first, it looks like nothing is happening. But underneath the ground, the roots are growing deeper and stronger. This is the power of compound growth. Over time, these small steps build up and give you better and faster results. You just need to have the patience and discipline to keep going, even when you're not getting anything in return. So, how can we get rid of this addiction to build the life we want? We need to start conditioning ourselves for long-term fulfillment. Instead of scrolling on your phone, swap that for reading 10 pages of a book every day. Or, when starting a big task, apply the 20-minute rule, promising yourself you'll just work on it for 20 minutes. This makes a big task feel much more manageable. Small changes build discipline over time, because expecting to achieve your dream life by next week is your biggest obstacle. Everything you want in this life will take at least twice as long as you expect. Get used to it, because the best rewards are the ones you worked so long and hard for, the ones most people can't ever achieve because they are addicted to instant gratification. 2. Stop trying to control people. There is only one person in this life you have control over: yourself. Trying to control other people creates tension and pushes them away. Nagging your partner for not spending time with you, or complaining that your friends don't listen to you. All of these are attempts to control them. This behavior often stems from insecurity or a fear of losing control over a situation, but it will create resentment over time. The more you nag someone, the less they'll actually want to do what you're asking. So stop nagging. Stop forcing people to do what you want. Instead of wishing people would act a certain way, just let them be themselves. The energy you spend on trying to change others actually makes you lose control, because trying to change someone just doesn't work. And when you let people be and you stop judging them, you'll become so much happier. Because instead of focusing so much on others, you're able to redirect that focus onto yourself. Remember, letting other people be doesn't mean being taken advantage of. You can still hold your power. But instead of trying to control them, focus on leading by example. Influence is much more powerful than control. If you want your partner to eat healthier, start making healthier choices yourself. If you want to go to the gym, invite them to come with you, but don't insist. Let them make that decision on their own. By focusing on your own life and your own goals, you can have a positive influence on the people around you. When you take responsibility for your own life and happiness, your need to control others will disappear. 3. You're not that busy. This is one of the biggest lies you tell yourself every single day. That you're not where you want to be yet because you're just too busy. That is just an excuse. When you say you're too busy, what you're really saying is, it's not a priority. You say you don't have time to work out, yet you scroll on social media for hours at night. You say you don't have time to start your own business, yet you waste your weekends on unproductive things. The truth is, we make time for the things that matter to us. It's not about having a packed schedule. It's about priorities. And right now, building your dream life has not been your priority. Because if it was, you wouldn't feel so behind. There are so many people out there who are busier than you, but they are successful. These people aren't given more hours in a day. They are just intentional about how they spend their time. So how do you find time to actually achieve your goals? You have to audit your time. For an entire week, you are going to write down everything you do in a day and see where your time goes. I'm talking about eating, sleeping, scrolling on Instagram, going to work, everything. And once you do this for 7 days, you will start to notice small pockets in your schedule where your time is being wasted. And these are the places to invest in what actually matters to you. So, if you want to get better at piano, use those 30 minutes after lunch to practice. If you want to learn a new language, study it on your commute to work. You will realize that you actually have a lot more time than you think you do. Remember, successful people never say, "I'm too busy." Instead, they say, "How can I make time for it?" 4. Pretty privilege is real, but confidence is louder. Let's not kid ourselves here. We all know that physical beauty can open a lot of doors for you. But where many of us get it wrong is when we start to put our looks above our confidence. You can be a 10 out of 10 physically, but if you have zero confidence, nobody's going to notice you. And the opposite is true too. There are so many people who aren't considered conventionally attractive, but have an incredible magnetic energy. Their confidence makes them attractive to everyone around them. Even if you don't think you're that attractive, when you walk into a room with the utmost confidence, people will be naturally drawn to you. They will want to get to know you. They will want to talk to you because you just have that aura. And that is power. You don't need more clothes. You don't need to spend hours doing your makeup. You just need to focus on embodying confidence from within. Confidence is a matter of posture, having good posture, making direct eye contact, and speaking because you want to be heard all project your inner strength. Even just correcting your posture sends a message to your brain that you are more powerful and self-assured. Confidence is a skill that is developed with practice. It starts with trying one small thing every day. For example, give a stranger a small compliment. Be the first person to ask a question in a meeting, or clearly state your opinion in a discussion. These small actions will, over time, build the foundation of great confidence. Remember, the energy you project will always outweigh having perfect features. 5. Nobody is coming to save you. I'm sorry, but nobody is going to swoop in and fix your life. Nobody is going to tell you what you should do or the next step you should take. Waiting for an answer or for the perfect opportunity is a losing game. Nobody is going to knock on your door and say, "I see the potential in you." You have to make your potential known to other people. If you want to change, you have to make it happen. But I need you to stop blaming other people or other things for the way your life is. Where you are right now is a direct result of your actions. I'm tired of hearing people say, I'm too tired. The weather's bad. I was raised this way. All of those things might be true, but what are you going to do about it? Are you going to sit there and keep feeling sorry for yourself? Or are you going to take full ownership of your situation and do something about it? Successful people don't wait for permission or for the perfect time. They take risks, make decisions, and learn from their mistakes. You need to do the same and take control over your own life and your emotions. When you take responsibility, set clear goals, and hold yourself accountable, you can accomplish way more than you could ever imagine. If you are unhappy with your life, the only person that's going to fix it is you. Not your mom, not your teacher, not your boyfriend, you. The power that comes from taking the reins of your own life will allow you to overcome any challenge. Because it's all about mindset. Would the successful version of you be complaining and blaming others for their situation? Absolutely not. Instead, that version of you would see every setback and struggle as an opportunity to keep learning and growing. Speed up your English learning and explore our other videos. Remember that every step you take to improve yourself directly impacts your English learning journey. By applying the tips in this video, you won't just overcome laziness. You'll also use your time for learning English more effectively. Being consistent and disciplined is the most important key to learning English. Just as you need to work patiently to complete a project, you need to show the same discipline in language learning. Everything you've learned in this video will strengthen the mental muscles you need to succeed in language learning. On our Daily English Dose channel, you can find many more useful videos that will help you naturally improve your English while you apply the strategies from this video to better yourself. As you work to overcome laziness and reach your goals, don't forget to explore our other videos and our English story videos. Each video will not only give you a new perspective, but will also strengthen your English listening and comprehension skills. A wealth of inspiring content awaits you to enrich your English learning adventure and help you reach your goals faster. Which of the 5 truths you learned in this video impacted you the most? Come on, share with us in the comments. If you like this video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the Daily English Dose channel so you can be notified every week about our new useful content and story videos. Remember, consistent listening, confident speaking.